Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Benny Jean, and welcome to the second episode of This Land Is My Land. On the previous episode, we didn't do it too much. I think we took out one camp, maybe two, did some gathering, explained the basics to you, explained what the game's about. And on this episode, take out some more encampments, do a lot more crafting, probably get my camps a little bit higher than what they are, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Now, as you can tell, I've done a little bit of work since the previous episode because we didn't have all this last time. This is all we had, and now we have that one, this one. Let's see, that one's ours, this one's ours, and this one is ours. I believe we had one down here, but I think it's only this outpost right here. We'll move one here just a minute. Now, you need to, as you can tell, I have 1.7 now, and they have 4.4. I did die one time, and they creeped in pretty quickly. Now, as you get more and more of your settlements, like I said, this one down here is not ours, and I believe this one isn't. Yeah, it's not ours either. But the more you get, the more land that you are securing as your own. And we're about to do that again right now. Let me move this back up to the top. Back to my main camp. As you can tell, I've got 10 of 10, 3 of 4 for this camp here, 2 of 4, and 3 of 4. Now, some of these guys are out, and you can tell what they're doing. Boar pelt gathering tells you what they're all doing here, and you can set that here like I told you previously. Now, get more settlements, really good, so you can place them wherever you want. Any of these wide areas will work. I try to keep them away from the enemy, because especially here, there's a group here, and they can patrol this whole area. And if they happen to see them, well, they might not last too long. So what I'm going to run up doing is link some, maybe 2 or 3 more here, not right here next to the bear. See, I believe that one's ours. Might get this one here just so I can unlock this area. Or here. I would love to do this one here, but I'm not sure with these guys right here. Actually, there's our spot. It's exactly where I want to settle. I want to throw down, let's say 3 people. Let's see what we want to give them. Now, you can see I've taken a lot of encampments out during this time between the last episode, and that was mainly just I felt a little cramped as I was traveling the area around our areas, around our encampment. I found 3 or 4 different places pretty close and decided to go ahead and take them out before they started wandering too close to me, just in case if I was to die like I did, they couldn't get too close and we wouldn't be in any serious trouble of losing the game too quickly or losing some of our settlements. And some of the settlements I've actually settled on top of places that I have conquered. So let's go ahead. Let's see, 75. How much does 75 do I have? 16. That sounds good. Give them 2 of those. I found a trick. If you shift click it, left shift, and gives you everything at once. Now, you can't do it with a controller yet. Hopefully they'll implement that later. But as you can tell, you still need 20 wood, 10 rope for every new camp. So on my main camp currently, I have them making those endlessly. I take them as soon as they get enough, and from there we just slow process of clicking 20 on there since we have 40. Should have just left it at 20 up at the top, that way they only have 20. And I can just shift click the whole 20 in. Same with the rope. I made a few more ropes, put them in there. Probably should have done it just yet. And now they have weapons, they have ammo, they have the rope and the wood they need. 3 people total. I'm gonna send them off, and you'll see them. They'll slowly work their way all the way down to here. That's probably them right here. That's them. Alright, while they're doing that, I can get rid of all these diamonds in just a second. What's going on with these ones that you see, it says Camp Connor. If it's X'd out, it's something I have either intimidated everybody out of there or arrowed them to the face. Now, this one's one that gave me the problems I ended up dying at. Turned out fine. I started here, came right back, everything was fine. Now, the cage, what it represents is that other warriors have been trapped or imprisoned there in one of the buildings. So after you kill everything off, go into the building and you'll find people just sitting in there. Now, sometimes you'll come across these areas here, older encampments that happen to be just disheveled, taken apart, and they just have loot. That's all they're for. I haven't found any other reasons for them. There's another one just up here, if I can see it. Maybe I can't from where I'm standing. There's one right there. That's not the one I'm looking for. I'll say the one I'm looking for is up this direction. I can't remember. I'll have to find it here in a second, but it might end up being this camp. Yeah, it was probably the encampment. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I was looking at. And you can see they still got all your buildings. You still got all your tents, everything. Make sure you loot everything out of these places. There's a lot of really good loot here. See, forgot this. You got stocks, barrels, meat, claws. Now, different items from different animals will help you get better weapons later. I do have the hunter's bow now, but let's take this off. The war bow, as you see, we just got the bear claw. It takes wood, sinew, and bear claw. Now it takes heavy arrows or toxin arrows, and I have picked up toxin arrows earlier, so maybe we can work with that. Toxin arrows actually make the enemies fall asleep. Sounds like a really good plan. Eventually, get one of these, make the people fall asleep. But you know, stamina, health, I haven't upgraded those any. Have not upgraded my weight any. I do have 1,400 skill points. We won't do anything with those just yet. But as you can see, there's a few other bows. This one has damage. Let's see, exploding arrows only, so I'm not going to worry about the ash bow. There's no real point in me grabbing that one. Now, eagle bow, leather, I do not have leather. Buffalo sinew, I do not have that either. I could probably get some, but I have to find a plains area in order to do it. Sinew back, not too much. Wood, sinew, staghorn. I do not have the advanced gathering yet for the animals for my people, so they will not. Staghorn will be very rare for them to get. Same with bear claw, for me to try to get them to craft these on their own. I do have this group up here that was crafting the hunter bows. Now they're trying to get boar pelts. I'm not sure if they've actually gotten any. Doesn't look like it. Ooh, maybe. We'll see in just a second. I'm going to go back up there. Ah, okay. So it doesn't look like that's something they can get, so I'm just going to stop them from doing it. Let's see where they got wood bows, wood arrows. Let's go ahead and run 10 of those, let them run back into doing that again. I've got these guys over here. All they are making for me is the healing potion, nothing else. Now, I can upgrade them eventually, rope, wood, and boar pelts. So I had this other group trying to find it. I need to figure out where I can get the boar pelts at. I haven't found boars yet. There's fox over here. I've got bear. I've got rabbit. More of a fox. Have not found boars at this time. I've got 2 people I need to work on. What I want them to do is the one we just created. Now, I might just have them work on just arrows, nothing else. Makes it simple, makes it easy. or I can make them also working on other very specific tasks. More than likely, I'll just run them nothing but arrows. Let's just max it out, confirm, let them run that. That's all they'll do. Now, who else I have? Heleno. I'm not sure what to do with these guys just yet, since I have, I guess that was not mine, this one doing T, these guys, the main encampment here is running rope and wood. You can see they're already ready to go again, send another people out. So we just might, let's see, Fort Brochester, okay. Fort Dugelf, let's see, Lincoln Woods Camp, Scott Woods Camp. Now, what I'm going to do here in a second is I'm going to fast travel up here, and I'm going to start taking out Fort Aubrey. I'll probably take out Folly Forest Camp first, just to make it easier on us. And we'll see what we do from there. So, I know I'm good on just about everything that I need. I need to make my way back to the outpost, fast travel up here, and I'll work our way up to the Folly Force camp. I think that sounds like the best thing at the moment. See, I've gotten revealed territory as well as detect enemies. That way, like I said, you get just a little bit extra on what all you see. Because normally I wouldn't see all this out here on the outside. Because you can tell it just goes around the edge. That's my 30% at the moment, and that's great. I have taken this camp out over here, so I might travel this outpost and set the next camp here in order to gain us more land back. And then from there, immediately travel back over here. But besides that, I haven't really got anything else. I'm still bow accuracy 1. No scouting. I did get my tribe gathering, the first one. I have not gotten improved hunting or gathering. That lets them get more rare materials for either the plants, flint, stuff like mushrooms, or your actual animals for this one. Leadership, I don't have any extra warriors. I don't really need them. I get warriors pretty steadily. As you can tell, I'm not losing any. Every single time I make a new encampment, I send 3 to 4 away, and I end up finding a few more shortly afterwards. Now, let's go ahead and make our way back to the outpost. Travel to this outpost, take over this Camp Hero. See what we can do there. Let's get up out of here. But anyways, what I was saying a minute ago, you'll find, when you go to these places, you'll find a building that is completely locked up. I believe it was this one this time. Yes. When you open it, there will just be warriors just sitting here tied up. This one I think had 5 in total that I just saved. And like I said, every time you save them, they will go to one of your encampments. So, before I do anything else, because this is going to annoy me after a while, yes, I want to get rid of it. Fort Humwick. I don't think I know of Fort Humwick yet. Fort Smith and Fort Aubrey. No, we're going to take out Fort Aubrey here in a minute, because that is where good old Dustin Pollard is in Fort Aubrey. Find and intimidate him. I'd not kill him, just intimidate him, which is good. I have gotten negative karma a few times and made it back out, luckily. Well, let's see where we at. What are we doing? Madawax. Which one are you? Find out which encampment this is that it's talking about. Oh, that's right. It's way down here, I believe. Yep. As you can see, look at this. Look at these guys. This has got to go. I can't. These are the people that every time I die, they're doing so much. don't need them to stop. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of here. Fast travel where we need to go. And we will, what was it? Make the new encampment, lower my people in my main camp just a little bit for maybe 5 minutes before I get some new guys coming in. And after I get the new ones coming in, I'll probably have to do it all over again. Once you start making settlements, it goes pretty quickly. You start making more and more very quickly. So it's the one I needed right here, I believe. Yes. Clark Desert Camp sent out a patrol. 14-hour travel, might as well. I haven't ran into an issue with cities growing because of supplies with the enemies, because I've been taking them out pretty steadily. Now, these right here that you see, the Coldwater Woods Bivouac, they're not enemies. You can go in there, you will not be torn to bits just because you showed up. Any of the red ones you will, they do not like you one bit. But let's see, I think I'm going to, that's right, grab this one here. I'm going to make sure there's no more people inside that I can rescue. Make this one and take out the forest camp, since we're already right there anyways. Oh, what did you guys doing? You should not have been down there. Woo, I might have to stop these guys from doing anything. I don't remember what I had them doing. I had you making arrows. What are you doing? Gathering wood all the way down here at the fort? That is a no-go. Yeah, we are canceling you guys. You're gonna go back and you're gonna sit there and think about what you've been doing. We cannot have you killing yourselves off just because you think you're heroes. Alright, where we at here? Got our little point up there. It's right above this hill. Oh, yeah. This is the one that I almost died at. No, I did die on this one. This is where I died. This place was, it was fine at first. I went to pull one guy with the coyote howl like I normally do. Pulled two. I have not had that issue any other time. Might have just been some weird either glitch or just maybe I hit both of them with it at the same time. But I called two people over. There was nothing I could do from there. I tried to run. Didn't make a difference. Now everything should be looted. Oh, there's new stuff. Nice. I will take all of it. I'm perfectly fine with all this. It's not seeing. There it is. This is what I'm talking about. So the door's shut and locked at the moment. As soon as we get it open, there should be warriors inside, and that will help repopulate our area. Now, I may have already gotten them before, and it's just, yeah, I already got them before, it just locked itself back. That's not a big of a deal. It's just fine, actually. We don't really need those extra warriors. Don't need this gunpowder, the wood. I've got a lot of wood right now. 36 logs. Now we will double check, make sure we've got everything here. And then I will destroy this area by making a mine. Give me a second and we will finish looting. All these trading tokens, I'm liking this. There are traders you can trade with and you can buy guns, parts, a lot of really good, decent quality gear from them. Oh. Alright, and this should be last one. Nice. Alright. Now we will go back to main camp. Settle new area. We're going to settle right where we are. Oh, my bad. Apparently I need to move away from this area just a little bit. There we go. Crafted a new hunter's bow. Now I've got that group crafting hunter's bows. That way I no longer need the wooden ones. And I don't have to constantly try to craft the hunter's bow every time I actually get knocked down and knocked out. Makes it a whole lot easier if you have people crafting things for you. Especially with the... Where are you guys at? The T right here. It is so great. Wait, hold up. Which one? These guys. Because since that's my healing stuff anyways, normally on my other playthroughs, I never did this. I never messed with the inventory requirement and get them to make regular stuff I use constantly. But doing it this way, they don't have to. I have the upgraded bow. I no longer need to go back to the wooden bow or wooden arrows, and I will always have a supply of the healing potions. Every time I die, every time you die in this game, whoever kills you takes your gear back with them wherever they are from. And that's not always a good thing. That's not a good thing at all, actually. But let's see if we can settle this now, or if I'm still too close. Yes. Okay, now we can settle it. Alright, let's go ahead and throw 4 that way. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. Go ahead and shift click our rope over. Wish it was more such of a scroll wheel, just like everything else. You can just... and I have the ability to either type it in or scroll over, plus on the, plus on one side, minus on the other, just like this is, or be able to just grab this and move it from the beginning. It'd be a lot easier, be a lot better for multiples, especially if you're running with a controller and not running with a keyboard and mouse. Now we don't have to constantly switch back and forth because that does get annoying after a while. Let's finish this off, get them some weapons, and send them back through here. What weapons should we give them? What do we got? Do we have a whole bunch of 16 still? 716, that's not bad. Let's give them one of those. Give them all the 16 shells. I have another group that have the Russell as well as the 16 shells. Should be fine. Low quality, we got 44. There's only one. I can't give you that one. 54. Oh, I like my 54 though. Fine, I'll give you the 54. In fact, I will give you 2 of them and give you all that ammo for it. And now you guys shouldn't need anything else from me. Send you off on your way. Come make this camp ours. Now here's these places right here. You got the up and down should be trading areas. I've been through 1 or 2 before, and that's what they always were. Let's see. Yeah, that one's done too. After this gets created as ours, I'll just jump in here and fast travel back. But the more you make your encampments, the more secure your area will be. Make sure you always give them some weapons or anything in case they run into anything on the roads to there, because they don't always go straight lines. They don't always follow the road. They go whatever direction they see is the fastest. So if it's through the side of a mountain, it's through the side of a mountain. If it's over top of it, and then down on this side, then coming through, that's what it'll be. Now, everything over here seems fine. This should open up more. Oh, no, it might be it now. Might be last place it opens up. Might have to make another one up here. Actually, that one's not ours, I don't think. Since that one's not ours, I'll travel to that one as soon as I get here. I'll put up all the extra stuff I've got collected from here before they took it over. And you see, you don't see any of the buildings anymore. It completely changes it around, so I didn't want me being in the area. There they are. And they will defend it with their shotguns, which is great. Like I said, the more you give them things, the better off they become, which is great. Put items down. Fusion, get the stock out of here. Bear claw, the meats, the sinew, the gouache, the cloth, the flax, the rope. I don't need the wood at the moment or the gunpowder. I actually don't need the flax either currently. Definitely don't need the trading tokens. You can see I got 30 of them now, which is great. And I'm going to work my way over here to Kalawanoy. As soon as I get over there, I'll try to talk to the chief and see if we can get them to join our cause. Speaking of which, where are we at? Still 1.7. That's not too bad. Probably because it was in an area we already had. Go ahead and grab wood on our way through. It's only 600 away. It's going to be a little bit of annoyance getting there. We don't have really any encampments close enough to them just to be able to fast travel and walk short distance. Crafted 2 new ropes. Speaking of which, what all do we have here now? 3 of 10, 4, 2, 3, 3, and 4. So this one's filled. This one's only 3. This one's only 3. 3. Solid 4 on theirs, and probably just 3 on. Actually, 4 total on the main, which is fine. You can see they're doing great on wood. They'll no longer get any more now that I gave them some. Ropes they'll keep on making, which is great for now. And can't really upgrade anything. Not until I get the ability to. But for now, this is it. And like I said, you'll come across these things just randomly out in the wild. All you gotta do is come up. Oh, that is real nice. A lot of rabbit pelts. I will take all of that. Thank you. That's about all they're really used for. You don't really find enemies around it. You don't really find anything else but whatever loot it has. I'm guessing all the loot is randomly generated. I've had some, like that very last one I started this episode in, did not have much at all in it. I think it had a piece of corn, some honey. I think that was it. So flax maybe. No wood, no stone. None of the stuff that you use enough to need a good amount of. Here's another one of my encampments right here. Which is great. Great to see they're doing fine. I noticed another weird thing. I'm not sure if it's a bug or what it is. Let's see, I've got 3 people here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I don't know if it's a bug or not. 4. There we go. But as you can tell, I'm not sprinting. But if I go sideways, my stamina goes down as if it's forcing me to sprint. I'm not sure if that's intended or just, weirdness within the coding that just happens to make it glitch out like that and force you to run when you're doing it at a weird angle. Ooh. Yeah, we can get this. We can come down here slowly enough. Yep. You do have fall damage, like in most games. You cannot fall very far before you take a lot of damage. So I try not to fall at all. It's just not beneficial in any form. Not even to get away from enemies, because then once you do, you're slowed down for a second. Alright, looks like we are just about there. Sprint up this little hill here and see how close we are then. Oh, there they are. That one there with the dialogue bubbles above his head, that is the chief. And now we get to see if he wants to join our cause. Will you join our fight? We feel a great spirit coming from you. We will join your fight. And now just gained 4 new people and a new settlement. So now I've got this settlement here. Let's see, who's this? Belmont Forest. Don't really need it. Looks like that one's some wolves up there. Now, back to what we were going to do originally. We're going to go ahead and travel over here. 6 hours, that's fine. Go over to Aubrey over there and Fort Aubrey and take out Mr. Pollard. And then we'll end the episode there. Oh, yeah, be careful with that. Sometimes it'll force you in the fire when you show back up. I'm not sure why. Oh, looky there. I think I'll take that one over the other one. So I guess I'm going to be on the lookout for honey now on. Now we're going to take out Fort, yeah. I think we'll take out Folly Forest Camp first, call it an episode, and start of the next one, start of episode number 3, we'll go ahead and take out Fort Aubrey. Like I said, I don't want to do too much editing to these first few videos, or the videos in this series. Oh, let's see if we can get it. Nope. Nope. Well, I tried. I have yet to get one. I will eventually. But what I'm getting at is I'd rather not do a whole lot of editing. That way you can see the game for what it is. You don't see me doing a whole bunch whenever I'm not recording like I did between the first and the second. I did do a good bit. It was more than what I wanted to do. The only thing I was trying to do before I got to episode 2 was get the hunter's bow. And that's just for the fact that I had a bow that didn't break immediately upon doing 3 or 4 arrows. Now the hunter's bow does something like 100 arrows before it'll break. So it's good to have a supply of those, a supply of arrows. There's our encampment. Oh, nope. What are you? Another bear. And I have not hit it once yet. There we go. There we go. Get him out of our hair over here so I ain't gotta worry about him. As well as all these settlers we're about to start picking off one at a time. Alright, let's see. If we can get this through quickly enough, we can end the episode afterwards. If not, then we might have to end it somewhere in the middle just to keep the time down close to 30 here. I'm trying not to go too far in the videos like I did in that first one when I was just rambling about the game and everything about the game. Now, I do not see anyone here, ironically. And that's not a good thing. Now, there looks like there are people being hidden right here. We will check here in a few minutes. I do not see anyone whatsoever. That is why, of course, there's not anybody here. Because I'm still nowhere near where I need to be. Now, I can open this up and show you this area I've been through earlier. Didn't realize that's where I was at. So, yeah, looks like we will call it a day for this episode. Come back on the next one. And on the next one, we'll go ahead and finish running down here this encampment this direction and take it out. And then we'll go straight to Fort Aubrey and then Riley Forest Camp. Now, I might have to make another one of these into a settlement after I've completed at least 2 of them. That way I can send all my items back without having to try to slowly walk it all the way back to either the outpost or the settlement. So I'll take out Folly Forest the next episode, followed by Fort Aubrey. After we finish Fort Aubrey, we'll more than likely send some warriors over here to attack the place. It'll already be cleared out, but when you send them to attack, they come in and they loot everything that is sitting down. That's just sitting there. You can take some, go all the way up to your limit, let them take some, and when they're done, everybody will just be walking around. They'll stop, or everything will be completely looted, send them back, and they'll automatically put everything back in your camp inventories, which are all joined together. So from here, we'll go ahead and call it an episode, and I will see you guys next time. Later.